Now under car, police, fire, and ambulance.
Police say it was about 12:30 in the morning when the woman got off the bus at that stop across the street. Now she was walking. That's when police say at some point she encountered her attacker.
On the 13th of November 2014, around 12:30 in the morning, a young girl exited a transit bus at Yonge Street and Bernard at the bus stop. And she proceeded to walk westbound on Canyon Hill Ave on the south side of the street. About 500 feet off of Yonge Street, she was approached by an unknown male who was wearing a mask, who was armed with a knife, and the individual dragged the victim about 100 feet off the road, and he viciously and violently sexually assaulted her in that field.
The victim was taken to hospital to be treated for injuries, while police began looking for the suspect, but his only distinguishing feature, the ski mask he wore.
So in 2014, this was a field. Since then, it has now become a construction site for new homes. But at the time of the attack, this was all grasslands. The grass was over 6 feet tall. The victim was approached right around this spot, and she was dragged over this metal fence about 100 feet into the field. York Regional Police immediately responded. Significant resources were put into this case. Shortly after, we determined through our investigation that the case was linked to a case in Peel region that occurred approximately 1 year previous.
A woman in her 40s was attacked after getting off a bus around midnight and forced to the ground by a masked man armed with a knife. York and Peel police have joined forces and believe they're looking for the same suspect.
My name is Mustafa Durgan. At the time of the incident, I was working with our Special Victims Unit back in 2013. September 26, 2013, after leaving work, she took public transit from Mavis and Britannia area, got off at the Pine Tree in Huron, Ontario. From there was walking the direction of her home along South Service Road. It's at this point in South Service Road where our victim came to, where she was blitz attacked by the assailant. The assailant was hiding underneath this specific tree right here, attacked her, brandished a weapon, dragged her all the way along this grassy area, deep into the bushes behind the townhouses complexes, where he got to a tree and sexually assaulted her.
Both police services came together and formed a task force that consisted of members from both Peel and York Regional Police.
The benefits of having a task force: we had a dedicated investigative team, resource sharing between both agencies.
This case had a lot of similarities to the Peel Regional Police case, and we are confident to say it is the same offender. We also believe, as part of our investigation, that the offender is of East Asian descent and that he was operating in and around the Port Credit, South Mississauga area in Peel region and the Richmond Hill area in York region in and around 2013, 2014.
Because of the severity and the escalation between the Peel incident to the York incident, I'm of the opinion that this is not the only two incidents. There potentially are other incidents that are non-reported to police.
So it's important for victims to understand that there's no statute of limitations in relation to sexual offenses, and that the police want to hear from them. And I understand that this is a very traumatic event, and I understand the reasons why victims are fearful to come forward. But we are here to help and support them. There is a multitude of resources that we can help assist a victim with and put them in contact with. We want to bring justice and closure to the families involved in both of these cases. Please contact York and Peel Regional Police Special Victims Units or Crime Stoppers if you have any information in relation to these sexual assaults.